Raven down 24/7. 10-round execution Raver down. Nashers only. Who's your big guy with you? Mwah!
Hello world of YouTube. Welcome back, or welcome, since today's filming Let's Plays, welcome to another Discography review update. I'm joined again by Jesse Native, Jesse Face.
Don't call me that.
Today we're updating on our Lamb of God review, which if you've not seen the original review, it is on the screen here, up there, where his finger's pointing. It's a nice review. It was a reshot one, so it's more refined than even the original.
Indeed.
And this new album Resolution came out in January, and even in the few amount of listens I've given it, I still have a lot to say, but he'll have a lot more to say than I do, because he's listened to it copious amounts of times.
So good.
But yeah, let's just go
Get
ahead.
right into that. Okay, track number 1. No, anyway. Wow, we really should just film this in the car.
Yeah, well, no, speaking of track 1, the way that this album opens is just...
Take a breath.
Like a shotgun to the face. Like, there's that breath in the beginning, and then it just kicks in, and it's a great way to start off the record. It's him screaming, and
it's great.
It's fantastic, and it ends with this great drum line.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite drum line
That
ever.
drum pattern.
Adler.
That drum pattern is fantastically done, and it leads into one of my favorite songs of the record, Desolation, which, I mean, it's a great sample of what you're going to get. You're going to get fantastic drum work,
You get punched in the face.
some really solid riffage, and some fantastic solos. Probably some of the best solos they've done in their career.
If not the best.
Yeah, and just...
In Randy's performance.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Just the album opener just writes that down.
Yeah.
Pen and paper, please.
I mean, the whole album is just an improvement over Wrath, and what's funny is they had stated before this record was that it was going to be a throwback.
And it sounded like Burn the Priest.
Yeah, they even went as far as to say that in some instances, and then they changed their mind and was like, oh, it's going to be like Ashes and As of Houses. I don't think that at all.
It doesn't sound like either of it. It sounds more like Sacrament and Wrath.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, it has like the crispness of Sacrament with the aggression of Wrath. I'm not saying Sacrament was, you know, any walk through the park in terms of mellowness. Like, it was a fairly aggressive album, but in comparison, it's probably the most tame album. But this album is fantastic.
More than fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, each track is just well done.
And plus, they still have that signature groove, and it's like they're still issuing in that southern metal that they want to do.
Yeah.
But it's like, I mean, it doesn't have the it's like that twangy. Most twangy you're probably gonna get is To the End.
Yeah.
It's the end track.
I mean, like the riffs lend themselves well to both groove and thrash metal, because there's some really fast, really
like Desolation.
Like Desolation, and there's just a lot of moments on this album that are just fantastically fast. But then you have like Ghost Walking, which has that really nice groove.
That was a groove. That's probably gonna be the yeah.
But there's even some.
We need to see that fucking live.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh my god.
There's some moments where they kind of take a break from all the insanity and fastness. Like there's an acoustic, almost interlude.
Yeah, track
on the
7.
album. Yeah, and
it's a nice break.
It's a nice break between chaos.
After getting bombarded with 6 tracks of Jesus.
And there's a song where there's a moment where it's kind of broken down and Randy's just talking before it builds back up again.
Yeah, the number 6.
Yeah, there's nice little breaks like that.
I didn't really like that too much, that track, but I still liked it though.
Yeah, I mean it was
his lyrics on this album are great too.
Yeah.
I just love what he don't know what he's talking about exactly, but I just love what he says.
Yeah.
He just knows how to get in here. Knows how to get in here.
It's to both of these places.
Stick an earwig.
Yeah. He'll eat your brains.
Yeah, but tracks 9 through 14 are just fucking amazing. Like, Cheated, that is a roll.
And to just end the album
on King Me.
Yeah.
I've heard people say that, like, with the experimentation of that, it's like the orchestra vocals, like, he talks through it, but that doesn't bother me. The talking sections, like, kind of like swell up that emotion that he's trying to capture, but then the orchestra vocals, or the opera vocals, excuse me, they're not overbearing. They're not in every part of the song. They're very subtle when he's talking, and it's usually only in the choruses, not in the verses. You only hear Randy in the verses. Yeah. And the riff is just it's a great riff. It's probably one of my favorite. And then it's just like, what was I going to say? about the. And yeah, like in the orchestra is actually the symphony is actually only in the chorus too,
and it only adds that.
It only complements to the big of the chorus.
Yeah.
And what he says, "King me is killing me."
Yeah.
And then that breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
And then the ending.
The ending with where the symphonics come back in, and it's just this huge.
That's the biggest
ending.
part. Yeah, I love that ending.
The huge.
Oh my god, it's a great ending to that album.
Yeah, I mean this album is great.
And they're another band. They're finally a band that is doing experimentation, and they're moving in another direction, but they're taking baby steps.
Yeah.
Like we said in the car.
Yeah.
They started with Burn the Priest, and they took the step to New American, and then they stepped to Palaces, and they've just been taking little steps. It's like Ashes, like you said before, was like the album that got them into the forefront of metal.
Yeah, it brought them to this really unified sound.
And that was that album, and then they took a step different with Sacrament, and then Wrath, and now Resolution.
Yeah, they're staying within their realm, but doing subtle things differently.
And it's all fucking great. This is probably better than Wrath, in my opinion.
This is yeah. If it's not better, it's really close.
I think we need to refilm the top 11 albums of all time. Sam was right. She's like, you need to stop doing those videos because you're just gonna keep changing. And I'm like, yep.
But this album, it was
a great start to the year.
Yeah, and Lamb of God fans, you're gonna love it. If you've seen reviews of it and you know you're gonna like it,
and you haven't heard it,
what's
wrong with you?
I mean, it's a great album.
I liked it so much. I got 2 copies.
Yeah. I mean, this album's great. Some fantastic musicianship. Some of the best guitar work.
Debuted at number 3.
Really?
Yeah. It lost to, I think it was behind Garth Brooks. I think that's what it was behind. And something else got number 1. I forget what it was, but I mean, hey, that and the Lacuna Coil album came out the same day. Lacuna Coil debuted at what, 15?
I'm not the biggest Lacuna Coil.
Me either, but I mean, for them, yeah.
But yeah, that's
anyway. Awesomeness. Better not take them another 3 fucking years to put out another album.
Yeah.
I mean, they worked with 26 tracks. Can we get another one later this year? Or maybe next year. Next year would be cool.
Yeah.
If we don't all die. Alrighty.
Favorite tracks?
King Me.
King Me is your favorite track? Mine's probably
Tracks 9 through 14.
Yeah.
All those.
Or, Mutiny. Guilty. Why don't I want to say Mutiny? Guilty.
I don't know.
Guilty is another good track on there. I'll put multiple tracks down below.
King Me, Ghost Walking, Cheated, Insurrection. That was another thing we didn't touch on. His clean vocals.
Oh,
Not like his talking, but it was actually clean sung vocals. And I was like...
Along the lines of, like, the chorus of In Your Words. Like, but more so.
Yeah, even more clean.
Yeah. Which was interesting to hear. Like, it was very...
Yeah, it catches you off guard. But the thing is, it's only one song. It's only the opening to that song, and the rest of it is just him.
Yeah.
Normally.
Which he still sounds great. Those growls.
Yeah.
He's still... knocking it out.
He is an amazing vocalist.
Yeah. But yeah.
Alrighty.
That's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. I don't know when I'm filming another review. I'm going to try before I move. Who the hell knows? Anyway, you guys have good days, lives, and situations. I'll see you another day.
Peace.
See you another day.